I've got a list of morning rituals for you that will really improve your day. That's right, a list on the net. I've become everything I hate about BuzzFeed. Step 1, meditate. I know I've discussed it before. In fact, I've discussed all of these in previous videos, but are you doing it? And the answer to 99% of you is just like, Anyway, I'm going to continue watching YouTube after this, so try and instill it in your mind again. You want to meditate. The reason that you want to meditate, first of all, centers you, makes you more calm, allows you to focus longer, is clinically proven to make you better at reading other people's social skills. And as we all know, 80% of happiness in life is going to come from social intelligence. Millions of reasons that, maybe not millions, but not quite a lot, maybe 100,000. Well, list them all. Ooh, I'm needed in the basement yet again. Lots of reasons. There's a lot of reasons that you should be meditating. And the most apparent one is, when you don't do it, notice how you feel as opposed to the days that when you do meditate. There is a massive difference. In fact, with all of these, there is a huge difference on the days that you do and the days that you don't. Same with reading. As I've told you before, it feels like you're exercising your mind. But the other thing is that if you look at, I think there was a study where it was 95% of people that are like the top 5%. So 95% of people that are all in the top 5%. But 95% of the people that are in the top 5% read in their field for an hour a day. That's not a coincidence. It's because if you are reading in your field, you already have a huge advantage over everybody else who isn't. Because you're learning from the best. The greatest people in your field have written down exactly what they did. A recipe book. A recipe book exists out there. Think about how insane that is. Your library is just a giant woman's weekly of, how do you become a sales exec? Here we go. It exists. You talk to the top salesmen in every field, they always say the same thing. My sales were shit, then I started reading books about sales, now I'm in the top. It's really easy to get there. There's just a couple of things in every field that you should be doing, and these are the tools that help you hone in on that. So you should definitely be doing your reading. And if you're not reading, go do it. Well, actually, you know what? If you do really well in it, then it helps everyone, doesn't it? In the long run. And it also helps you. Isn't life just an anemone and a clownfish wading around in the ocean together? And then the third one is that you should be exercising. And I haven't talked about this enough. But the thing is that, first of all, it oxygenates the body. And ideally, you want to be doing this first thing in the morning. It doesn't even have to be heavy exercise. You can just do what I was telling you before about walking through the day, just thinking about, what am I grateful for? But anything to get blood circulating as it starts making your body and mind go in sync, which is really, really good. Because if you are doing that, your brain is able to absorb more information because there is more oxygen and blood pumping through it. As opposed to most people who get up first thing in the morning and then they just go, time to do a shit, and then not do shit. I see it with my housemates that don't exercise first thing in the morning. They get up and then they watch Netflix until they go to work. That's fucking scary. And like the shittest things on Netflix as well. Hey, that show about superheroes is actually really good. No, it's not. Stop lying to yourself. You know what's cool? Playing basketball with friends. Yeah. Anything to get the blood pumping first thing in the morning. And then there's also the other additional thing that if you're able to fit this in your lunch break, or if you have the privilege of me, which basically has a housewife's life, you can do it whenever you want. Just when I'm feeling low, instead of having a coffee, I just put on P90X. P90X is mad. Make him your dad. You know how when you were probably in year 7, and David Koch became your dad from Sunrise, because you'd be there going, "G'day, champ, how you doing? Your dad's not here, so I guess I've got it in control of you, so let's do a little Kochies joke today. It's never funny. I've been doing this for thousands of days, literally, and it's never made Nat laugh once. I really want to plow Nat." Make Tony Horton. And he even talks to you like a kid. He's always starting with it. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to start with a little pterodactyl. P90X. I personally like P90X3 because it's all the intensity in half the time. Half an hour of that, and you will notice the difference. Now, to all these people that keep saying, I don't have time, or I've done it before and then I just get bored of it. Yeah, if you stick through for it for 6 weeks, your body gets addicted to it, and then you start to feel really gross if you don't do it. The people that stick through it for 6 weeks, they're the ones that statistically hold on to it for a habit for the rest of your life, and that will serve you so well. I remember reading in Tim Ferriss's book, he was saying, I think, that it was basically 90% of the people that he interviewed that all said that exercise is a structural requirement of their day. Now, why do all superachievers exercise? It can't be a coincidence, just like reading. They all have these habits in some way. Some habit of meditation, some habit of reading, and some habit of exercise that they sprinkle throughout their day. I have the luxury of being able to put it out and dole it out throughout the day. So when I just get too tired from writing scripts, I'm able to pick up and read a book. When I'm just feeling flat out and tired at that, that 3:30itis, I can just go, yes, jazzercise. And then I meditate in the morning because I've figured out that that works for me. But if that doesn't work for you, then you're going to have to do what is called your hour of power in the morning, which is 15 minutes of 15 minutes of meditating, 20 minutes of reading, and then 25 minutes of exercise, if you can do that. And I know you can. Everybody has that time. It's just everyone goes like, yeah, but then I ate Fruit Loops the day before and I felt shit for the whole day, so now I feel shit now. You can see the mind I'm in. Stop eating Fruit Loops then! Or at least use them as novelty little glasses and go, oh, I'm one of the members of the Beatles, except for I'm gay like John Lennon because they're rainbow coloured. It's such a lame use of your time as like a 20-something-year-old. Look at me, I'm Elton John. And even if you are in your 20s these days, who the fuck's Elton John? I don't know. I just know that he did the song Candle in the Wind because I vaguely remember Princess Diana dying and going, dude, she wasn't that good. How much better is the Queen? Oh, did I get shut down in the playground? So many bubblers getting squirted at me. One. Yes, so anyway. Pretty much everybody who was head of their field was all saying that they exercise. And I really liked this quote in it when someone said, and I can't remember who it was, but it was definitely a Tools of Titans, that your day is better when you exercise. Without a doubt. We know from research that the quickest way out of stress, a lot of people just go, I'm too stressed to do exercise today. The quickest way out of stress is to exercise. It makes the mind go like, because it's just being like, it stops thinking about stupid little petty things. It's just being like, run, faster, Max. My battery's about to run out again. But remember, exercise, read, meditate. As Stephen Covey says, sharpen the saw. Pretty much just doing that puts you in the top 5% of society, as opposed to most people are just like, boys, beers again? We did it on Tuesday, but guess what? Today's Wednesday, so we've had a break, haven't we? See ya.